pleasure. Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, oh. Give it
What's the story, Raw fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include...
The Fiend is here.
Drake Maverick fails once again.
And new number one contenders have been chosen.
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. Hello, Shane.
What's up? Fruity Loops. Yeah, that's our thing now.
Yes, Fruity Loops.
Totally a thing. We need to make a t-shirt with that.
Yeah.
Fruity Loops.
I'm going to actually put Toucan Sam on mine, though.
So, it is Monday. We are talking all about Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, what's up? Not much. Raw tonight, I thought was pretty good.
Not bad.
I felt like the first hour and a half to 2 hours, it felt like it was really flying. And like match after match after match. They had a lot of matches tonight, which is something we don't generally see from WWE.
Well, that's one thing I will say. They did increase the matches. The promos were cut shorter.
They were.
So I think that kind of helped things out.
I do too. So I thought it was a pretty good show for Raw. There were a couple spots. Monday Night Maven. Yeah, I got the bright orange, orangey red lipstick. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I can probably do the promo better than she did. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but, you know, I probably could. But, you know, overall, I thought it was a pretty good show.
Definitely.
For what it was.
Definitely wasn't too bad.
So, with that being said, we start the show off with good old Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. They come out. We get a recap. I probably could do, and I would do. We get a recap of last night with the match between, you know, Becky and Seth and Lacey and Corbin, and then when Brock cashed in, we got a recap of that. And then, you know, Paul gets on the mic and talks about how later in the evening we have the Battle Royal to choose the number one contender for Brock for SummerSlam. Yeah. Cross-branded, not wildcard. I like that they're not using wildcard now. Thanks.
Well, it makes more sense to do cross-branded than wildcard.
Wildcard. Wild card sounds stupid.
Well, cross-branded, wild card, I don't even know what wild card, like, meant, but, like, cross-branded, I would assume. That
Wild card!
You can have as many as you want, and
redeeming quality
whoever you want.
to that was when Kofi would yell it.
Yeah.
That was the only redeeming quality, because it made me laugh, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, there wasn't a lot. Like, wild card rule, another one of Vince's stupid ideas. He has lots of those. So he talks about the battle royal that's later in the evening with, the 10 competitors, and that it doesn't matter. You got that right.
That's funny.
But he talks about the battle royal and how it doesn't matter who's going to win it, because whoever does win it gets the opportunity at SummerSlam to get the beating of their lifetime, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get the beating of their lifetime from Brock Lesnar. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You heard that right. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, they talk about that, and then, we get into the show with Ricochet, who comes out, and he comes out while Brock is still standing out there, like they were going to hit his music, but then they hit Ricochet's, and they did the stupid sound effects at the beginning. I swear, I want to just roll some heads when I hear that, because it just makes it sound so dumb.
Yeah.
Why do you need the sound effects at the beginning? Well, you don't.
No,
the answer to this question is you don't need them. So, Paul Heyman, you should fix that. Because the sound effects at the beginning, it's like the sound effects that they used to have at the beginning of Dolph's music. It was like the record scratch. They don't do that anymore.
It's not needed.
I always wait for it to happen, though, because they've done it for so long. Like, I just kind of, I guess, haven't gotten used to them doing his music without the record scratch. So I always wait for it, but then it doesn't happen, and I'm like, phew!
Yeah.
Because it's dumb. You don't need it. Anyways, Ricochet comes out, and I thoroughly thought Brock Lesnar was going to plant him, because he came out, like, when Brock was trying to leave.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He just ran into the ring to get ready for his match with the Usos against the Revival and Robert Roode.
Again, a 6-man tag match that probably...
Hey. Yeah, 6-man tag match that we didn't need. And it was 2 out of 3 falls.
And it was the Usos versus the Revival for the 974,000th time.
Yeah, it was. But Robert Roode got on TV.
Yes, he did.
So that was good for him. There were a lot of people on TV tonight that we have not seen in forever.
Yeah.
If at all. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought it was really funny. There was a point in this match. I tweeted it out. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. I quoted Corey Graves. He said, "This is the most aggressive we've seen Robert Roode in some time." And then I was like, dude.
It's the first time you've seen Robert Roode.
We haven't seen Robert Roode on TV, period. So, like,
yeah.
No duh, Sherlock. Of Corey Graves. You're stupid sometimes. I love you on commentary, but you're completely stupid sometimes. It makes me laugh. But that was one part of this match that I just laughed at, because I was like, bro, he hasn't been on TV.
Yeah.
This is the most aggressive we've seen him in some time. It's the first time we've seen him on TV, period.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, what even...
What he was talking about, I don't know.
I don't know, either. Sometimes Corey Graves... Like I said, I love the dude, but sometimes I just want... Like, he makes no sense. So, 2 out of 3 falls match. Can't speak. Usos and Ricochet end up getting the win. Then, the good old... The Club...
Yes.
comes down and attacks Ricochet. Well, they attempt to attack Ricochet, but Ricochet fights back before they can. And then they all fight each other, and the Revival gets involved, and the Usos get involved. And then the Club then just beats down Ricochet, and that's what we're left with.
So what is the point?
I don't know. Are we building up to a 6-man tag match between AJ and the Club?
I don't get the
and
whole...
Ricochet and... hey, James. What's up? Maybe...
Yeah, I like the Club
maybe
too.
Street Profits?
I agree. They need to change the name.
Maybe put Ricochet and the Street Profits together, and you could do a 6-man tag match.
I don't know, but they need to. Why is AJ going after Ricochet?
Because they're continuing this from last night. That's what they're doing.
Okay, he won the title, so why does he need to go after?
I don't know, but Ricochet's bent on getting his title back, so.
Well, that's fine.
He's going after him too because he did it later.
Well, I was okay with Ricochet going after him, but I don't understand AJ going after Ricochet.
Ricochet needs to be in a faction.
Yes.
You got the Club and Balor Club. Well, yeah, Balor Club. We'll talk about Balor a little later because some oh boy fun things went down there. But you know, I do think that, well, the Club, I see them becoming Raw Tag Team Champions while AJ is US champ, and then they're all gonna be champs.
Yeah, we just as well. I mean, we started it. We just as well have everybody that's in a faction be a champion.
I for sure see that happening. Ricochet will be WWE Champion or Universal Champion by the year end. I could totally see him being WWE Champion.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
100%. I don't know about Universal Champion because it depends on who it's on. Because right now, if they're going to keep it on Brock for long-term situation here,
yeah,
then it just kind of depends whoever Brock loses it to. I mean, I think if Ricochet won it from him, he'd get big pop
yeah,
for being the one to take it off of Lesnar. But I just don't know if they would push him that way.
I don't know.
Heyman loves him. Heyman loves a lot of people. He likes Becky. This is why Becky kept her title. Y'all should have listened to me. When I said Becky was high on their radar, I wasn't joking.
She'll have to lose it somewhere.
She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have to.
Yeah.
She could hold it for a whole year. Because AJ Styles has held championships for a whole year.
Okay, but
Brock Lesnar has held championships for numerous years.
Yeah, I know. And everybody hates him.
No, but AJ Styles held a championship for 375 days.
Okay.
And people were fine.
But you still need to have, like, fresh things happening.
You do. She doesn't need it. She's out of her. I mean, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
I agree.
She doesn't need the championship. I prefer her to have the championship.
Yeah, there we are.
But
Prefer and need are two different things.
But, you know, whatever. Moving on.
Then we have the Viking Raiders versus No Name and No Name.
AJ promos do suck.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
They put me to sleep. It's like watching a Drew McIntyre promo.
Yeah.
Or anybody who's not good at promos. They just put me to sleep. Like, I just don't. They don't. No.
I think, like, with him...
With AJ or Drew?
With AJ. Okay. It just seems like he's so... I don't know. It's like he's trying to act too hard or something.
I don't have a clue what it is, but I just don't like his promos. Like, they're just very boring to me. Like, I feel like his whole gimmick is just kind of boring. Like, he isn't super... I'm not impressed with him at all. I've said this a couple times. I'm just kind of over AJ.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to go away for a bit and then come back and then, you know, I'll be okay with him. Just so I don't see him for a while.
Only. Yeah. I agree.
But his promos suck.
Yes,
they do.
Definitely.
They 100% do. So Viking Raiders, and I was like, please, oh please, put them in a tag match with somebody in their own tag division.
The thing I loved is, I thought it was funny.
Hey, Chaos Theory, what's up?
Yeah, and I think it makes it tough to have, makes it hard for people to sit there and watch his promos and go, "Oh, that was a good promo."
Yeah, it's
I
just not.
And I understand that's just how he is. It's just I think it makes it hard.
He's not super exciting.
Yeah.
He's kind of, like I said, he's kind of boring, and it just makes you kind of like.
Foreseeable future, maybe all the way till Mania, and I am so cool with that. I'm okay with enhancement talent too much, though. Yeah.
This is entirely too much for Viking Raiders. Dude, all they have faced for the last, I don't know how many weeks, is jobbers.
The thing I thought it was funny when, no, he's not a good pro. Yes.
I just don't.
I thought it was funny when Corey Graves said something about, he went to say the one guy's name and he goes, I don't remember his name, and now he doesn't remember his name either, or something like that.
He's like, no. He was like, somebody asked like what the no name guys. Somebody was like, oh yeah, what's his name? And Corey Graves was like, I don't know. I don't know what his name is. I have no idea.
And he doesn't either.
None whatsoever. And so like,
it was funny. I thought it's pretty cool. So I think he kind of took a shot at the fact that the Viking Raiders are like wrestling nobodies.
Yeah.
So they get the win.
Yeah, I feel like Corey is less scripted.
Yes.
Like, I feel like he's more just kind of, they're letting them loose maybe a little bit. So they aren't, so scripted, which is it's nice. It makes it play out more naturally, and it sounds better.
They should face the AOP.
The issue I have with that is, like, AOP hasn't been around at all. Supposedly they're on SmackDown, I guess. They aren't being used, and we have not seen them since the Battle Royal.
We'll
in
see.
Saudi.
Yeah, we'll see if some changes start to be
in
made.
Saudi, guys. That's where they made their return.
Yeah.
Was in the Saudi show.
Yeah.
You're joking me, right?
War Machine
No.
is legit. I guess they're trying to build
I mean, they
Yeah.
were legit. They were legit. But, like, since moving them up to the main roster, it's pretty much killed them.
Yeah.
Killed them. Absolutely killed them.
And I
They should
agree.
have kept
They
them
need
in
to get
NXT.
back into shape.
They should have kept them in NXT for longer. Build both up. Yeah. I could see that happening. I think it would be a good match. They're both like teams that have like big dudes on them. And so it could be a good match. It's just a matter of like right now as it stands, I just don't see it happening. It really did. They were getting a big push, and they had Maverick.
Definitely.
They had
Injury
Maverick and
sidelined
stuff with them.
Yeah.
And then they like stopped all of that, and then they injured and stuff, and so it didn't go well for them, which is really unfortunate because they were forced to be reckoned with from NXT, and then they got moved up, and it's just messed up, man, messed up.
Then we have a Drew backstage.
Oh,
segment.
you can almost guess who won that match though. Like,
Oh yeah.
right.
We didn't say Viking
Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Just assuming. No name and no name won the match, guys. Oh, Viking Raiders versus Heavy Machinery. I think that'd be an excellent match. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Depending on how they go, it could either get Heavy Machinery over a lot more, or they could really put Viking Raiders over more. But I feel like with Heavy Machinery right now, Heavy Machinery is over pretty well. Everybody loves Otis and Tucker. Blue collar
Yes,
solid.
James. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I thought it was pretty funny what they did.
And
I loved Corey Graves' reaction.
it was funny.
So the Drew backstage segment.
He hears
I-
laughing
you know
in the
what?
dressing room.
I thought this was a decent segment.
I thought that for Drew, yeah, I thought it was a good segment. I thought this was a good segment for Drew.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
he doesn't generally have good...
No, he doesn't, which is why I
Hey,
thought...
and you know what, guys? He wasn't with Shane tonight.
Yes.
There was no Shane.
I thought that tonight what they did with him was how he handled his promo. I thought that overall it was pretty good.
Is he done with Shane?
I would say so.
I kind of hope so. I hope so.
I would say so.
I hope so, guys. I hope so. So, Drew is backstage, and he's like walking down this hallway, like to the locker room or whatever. He was clearly not scripted tonight. Yeah, it didn't really seem scripted.
Most of the promos seemed like they were not scripted.
Yeah. They felt like they were more natural.
Yeah.
Hey, Elijah, what's up?
Hello, Elijah.
So the Drew segment, he's walking down the hallway into the locker room, and he hears laughing, and Finn Balor's back there, and,
Hell, Shane.
somebody else
But
is
you are
back
going to
there.
get Shane tomorrow, James, so...
Yeah, we are getting Shane tomorrow. At least it's only on one show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, like, thank you.
Yeah.
But, he hears laughing. Finn is back there. I don't even remember who else is back there. But Cedric Alexander is there talking to people. Scott, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Sorry I'm late. Bray returns, and we'll be losing multiple feuds.
I disagree, Scott. I disagree.
They sucked, but they built them up as they knew a lot of hype with nothing. Viking Raiders could pull it off though. No one will be the next facility, but they could be successful.
Legion of Doom.
Yeah, definitely. You got him right now.
So Cedric is like, last week Drew's like, you messed with us last week and you messed up, and so now we're gonna have a match later. And so then we go to commercial. I don't know when the last feud Bray won, because honestly, he's been gone for a long time, and I don't really quite remember what he did before this new character. He's had so many characters and so many feuds, and he's probably lost a bunch of them. But he's going over.
The thing is I think with what he's doing right now, there are so many ways I could go with it.
I have ideas as to where they're going with this particular situation that we have right now, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, so don't say anything super intricate.
Yeah, well, you have the nice Bray, and then you have the... yes, definitely. And then you have the Psycho Bray.
Yeah, dude.
And then you have kind of the I'm going to get in shape Bray. So you have Mr.
Mr.
Rogers.
Do the muscle dance.
Yeah. There's so many ways they could take this and so many things they could do with it.
Oh, no, it's the muscle man dance. Do the muscle man dance.
Got sick before he was going to beat Finn.
So then this leads us right into Cedric versus Drew. I was really shocked that they put Cedric Alexander over right here.
I was too.
I was really shocked because I thought they were gonna. This is good.
And the thing was, watching the match, I thought Drew was gonna win the match, and then all of a sudden, it was.
This is good.
Getting the win.
This was good. This was really good for Cedric. I think they're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
Of course, Cedric Alexander hasn't been on TV in. I don't know. He was on TV last week, but. Aside from that, he was chasing 24/7 championship, and I don't think he's going to be doing that anymore. I hope tomorrow we get to see some Buddy Murphy on TV. That's what I would love. Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black, killer match. I want to see that really bad. So I'm hoping that we get, if they're going to push Cedric, I'm hoping we get a push for Buddy. Really hoping. Hoping.
I hope we get split personality, Bray. I think it'd be
interesting.
I think that
this week he comes
a
out
lot of ways you could go with it.
Freaking psycho, and next week he's like, "Hey kids,
yeah,
I'm here to read you a book about the Fiend, where he rips kids' heads off."
We saw that Finn had asked for time off, and I think Demon losing to Fiend would be perfect. I agree.
So this leads us into our next segment, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. You were kind of questioning why they were having this match in the first place. You were like, I don't understand why Finn versus Joe, what does this do for anything?
Yeah.
Well, you get it now. So Joe ends up winning, really quickly. And then Finn ends up, beating the crap out of Joe after, because he was like, no, this is not the way it's ending. Well, then his music hits and he does this thing, and he does that once, and then the music, bro, I'm not even joking, I saw this video 3 times. I got chills every time I watched it. That's how epic this was. So he was like, this thing, and then he goes for it the second time, and the music is like, and then stuff just starts flickering. And we have this weird noise in the background, and then I'm getting chills talking about it right now. This is how good it was, guys. And then the lights just went dark, and I was like, no way! They're serious. I was just so oh my gosh. And then he shows up. it like flickers on and off. And Bray Wyatt as the Fiend is in the ring, and I was like I went out to the living room because you were in the living room and I was in my bedroom, and I took the remote and I like turned it up, and then I just like slid down by the couch when he came out, and I was like, this is awesome. This is the most epic, and the crowd was like going nuts. That is how you do a debut.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was perfection.
Is Finn's time off starting now? If so, it would be the only reason he taunted and kind of said goodbye to the audience after the Joe match before Bray.
No, I think he's leaving after SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to say. I think it's
because I think he's going to end up, they're going to end up doing Fiend versus Demon. And then when Demon loses, as Shane said, it shows that it doesn't matter whether Finn is the Demon or not. You know, he'd won as the Demon thus far, and he'd lost when he's just Finn. I have no clue. No clue. I knew he was dating some chick from, like, the Latin WWE something, Spanish. She does, like, the Spanish channel videos or whatever, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't pay attention. But that's what I like. Yeah. So, maybe he's just going away right now because he's, you know, going to get married and stuff. But I don't, like I said, have no clue. So, anyways, you know, he's like, they're going to do this. Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend. And Demon Balor's going to end up losing. And then he's going to just disappear when, you know, yeah.
They didn't show anything.
For what?
Did they?
For what?
The Bray.
Bray what?
Did Bray ever do Sister Abigail?
Oh, yeah, he did. But they had a really odd camera angle. Corey Graves on commentary was like, oh, Sister Abigail.
I thought it just went black and, like...
No. He was there.
He was holding him
was
afterwards.
Like, and then they went splat. But they had a horrible camera angle, so you couldn't even see it.
So that's probably where he's going then, is probably to get married.
Yeah, probably, I would assume.
So I missed the whole sister. I must have like dozed off or something like in that 2 seconds.
No, you couldn't even really tell that he did it. Like, it was dark and then it lit up and he had him and then he was like flipped and then Bray was on the floor and then he stood up and then it was like dark. And then they like zoomed in on his face and it was like with his cool contacts. Like, the contacts add to it so much. Yeah. Like, it makes it look so good.
That's cool.
And so Demon versus The Fiend at SummerSlam, that's what they're doing. And then Demon Balor's going to lose, and then he's just going to disappear for a while. Now, whether he comes back with something, you know, better, or if he just comes back as Balor, I don't really know what they'll do after that. But it'll be like I suck.
He's going to come back and join the club.
Yeah, maybe he leaves and then he comes back and he realizes that, you know, I can't do this by myself anymore. Like, this, even the demon gave up on me.
Yeah.
And so what do I do now? I go back to my brothers.
Yep.
Bullet Club.
Then we have Drake and his wife.
Yeah, you checking into the hotel or whatever it was.
And then R-Truth comes out and, like, tries to find out where Hornswoggle is.
It was really funny. He needs to fight AJ for the club. I keep saying this. I think it'd be a good match.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes back and is like, hey, new boss in town. I want the club, AJ. Give it to me.
It could make it interesting.
Could be fun. I mean, I think they have to do something with him if he's just going to disappear for a long time and then just show up out of nowhere. Like, they got to do something good.
Yeah, James, we said, like, at the beginning of our show, we said that we thought it went pretty fast.
I did, yeah.
But the thing was, and it's kind of what we've been saying, you know, for a long time now, they need to get more matches, less promos, and make it go quick. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, even the Drew McIntyre, I don't know how long it was, but it went, it seemed to go by pretty fast.
Yeah, there was only one match tonight that I just really wasn't super into.
Yeah.
It's going to kill James, but it was just one match I wasn't really into. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I saw that. This was
definitely
ECW
ECW
fast.
fast. It was quick. It was which
It was good.
I think helped keep. Well, I don't know. There were times I thought the fans, just watching the fans, they were kind of
Meh.
yeah.
Yeah. Fans are like that all the time.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't, there are
But
points
I thought
where
it
they
went
suck.
fast. I thought it was. I mean, I'd like to see some of the storylines.
I think
a
we're
little
getting
better,
there.
but we'll see what happens here over the next
I
couple
think
weeks.
some stories were crowd was hot garbage. This crowd wasn't very good. So I think they started building some stories up, like building something, slight foundation for a couple things that could get
Well, I think
started.
that's what you need to do. You need to build up to SummerSlam. I mean, that's the whole idea. I was there for Becky. Casey Elder. Hey, James. By the way, they didn't give the 2K20, cover.
Announcement?
Yeah, because when Becky loses to Lacey,
She can't fight Lacey again.
hey, they can do anything they
No,
want
they can't
to.
because they literally will contradict everything they've already said. Where
Okay.
she's not getting another match from Becky.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Doesn't matter. Even Lacey said so herself. She said, even though I can't go after that championship anymore, I'm still going to make your life a living hell, Becky Lynch, as long as you're in the WWE.
Well, whatever.
Well,
This is awful during the 4-way. Give me a... Yeah. Agree.
just you wait. Just you wait till we talk about that.
Zack Ryder versus Mike Kanellis.
So Maria's in the back, and she's like, I'm going to go out there to defend our family's honor. Because you sure won't. And so she starts walking out, and they won't let her walk to the ring, so she's standing on the ramp. And then Mike is like, I got this. I got this. Ryder gets the win in less than a minute. And then Maria gets on the mic and says, my unborn baby had more of a chance to win that match than you ever would have. She drops the mic and she leaves. And Mike Kanellis was like, I can't believe
Oh,
it.
definitely chaos. This is definitely the right direction of Raw. I think that it looks positive with what they did.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd still like to see a little more, and maybe they're going to build it, which is what they should do. Mm-hmm. So,
a lot of people are saying they don't really like the Maria and Mike.
I don't know
Storyline?
what are they doing with this.
I don't know
storyline?
what they're doing with it, but I don't necessarily hate it. Like, I feel like it could
Did we
be
just have 1, 2 out of 3?
one. We
Yeah.
had one.
That's one too many.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with the Mike and Maria storyline, but I also feel like it could be going to an interesting place. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I don't hate it. I'm kind of confused by what they're doing.
We need to see more Maria. I love what they're doing with it.
I do too.
I don't know where they're going with it.
Me too. That's the thing. But like a lot of people are just like really hating on it. Like they really don't like it. And I don't know. I just don't know. Because I think I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I don't hate it. I think it could be fun, depending on where they go with it. I don't have a clue where they're going with it, which is
that's the
maybe
hard
a good
part.
thing.
I don't know where they're going with it, and
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean it might be.
And so,
But it's kind of an interesting storyline and what they're doing. So
well, they're incorporating something
as long as
from,
they as long
their
as
real
they keep
life.
it cool and make it interesting, I
something
think it might be
stupid.
something. Yeah. Then I
As
think
long
it
as
could
they don't
be
make it
interesting.
stupid, they should get a 6-man tag title.
They just as well because we have a 6-man tag match every week.
Sometimes 2. Well, because tonight, the next match we have here is the Club versus Lucha House Party.
Okay.
Why Lucha House Party?
So here's my question. So you have Lars Sullivan who destroys Lucha House Party like 14 weeks in a row.
And then you have Lucha
And then
House
you have
Party.
Lucha House Party like hanging with the Club.
I don't get it.
It might be interesting. It might be cool.
Develop an
Yes,
actual tag
I agree.
team
I think they
division
need to develop
before
the
we
actual
talk
tag
about
team
a
division.
6.
No doubt about it. I think they need to make...
Yeah.
Because right now the tag team division... Although, I've seen, it looks like there's some effort being made.
Real quick. Sorry. while we're talking about tag team division, it made me think of Dan O'Brien. Did you see the video from last night? He snapped.
No, I didn't see the video.
No, he was like, I was here to make the tag team division great again. Okay, he didn't actually say that. But he was like, I was here to make the tag team division less of a joke. And you all want to make it a joke. Well, I'm done. I need to go to a different place. He like snapped. He snapped.
That's interesting.
Is Bray? Eric? Luke? Wyatt family reunion?
I don't know. Tag division is fine. I think as far as who they have for the tag division, the teams that they have, I think they're fine. They need to utilize them. They need to...
Yeah, he might go... Of course, that's what I'm assuming. But he's like snapped. And so I'm wondering what they're doing with him. It's sort of like a crazy character is what I kind of got the vibe from his video. And so, I don't know. A booking is.
Yes.
It really is.
That's what I was kind of getting at was...
the booking of the tag team division
I think their
trash.
tag division, as far as who they have, is good. What
It's
they're
a matter
doing
of
with them is
utilizing them
Yeah.
and making them look good.
Yeah.
Because right now they're not doing that.
No.
So, that's a little difficult. So, the club versus Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party, guys.
Daniel Bryan's a loose cannon. That's why he's going to be part of the Wyatt family.
Lucha House Party, guys.
He's going to go to the Firefly Funhouse.
Lucha House Party.
Yes.
Guys.
Where are you going with this?
I
don't get it. Yeah. No doubt.
In my humble opinion, Lucha House Party, I think they should just go.
No love for Lucha. Nothing other than the little one running around the house going, Lucha, Lucha, Lucha.
That's the only, yeah.
That's
cute.
He's like 1.5, and so he goes around going, Lucha, Lucha.
It's really funny. Yeah, they kind of are, and I kind of...
Hey, but at least they have a name and everybody knows who they are. Unlike some of the other jobbers they get.
I just don't... the club versus Lucha House Party, like, that doesn't... I don't know. It just wasn't a super... I mean, it was a good match. But, like, Lucha House Party hanging with the club... No. Shouldn't be happening. No. Especially, like you said, when they've been killed by Lars Sullivan numerous weeks in a row.
Well, and that's why I don't understand, the whole...
Like you can't do that.
Why did they let him hang with the club? They should have destroyed him.
They should have. That's what I thought they were going to do.
Yeah, me too.
And then they didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You stole my word. Get your own word. They make everyone look better. The club. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I just don't think they should have been hanging with the club. No. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
So, Ricochet comes out and attacks AJ. And then we go to commercial break. That's how we had to get out of this. And then we,
No, Lucha.
Lucha makes everyone better. Okay. They really do. Yeah, that's right. They do make everyone look better.
Yeah, because
they're pretty much...
Because they get beat up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I got it. I understand that statement now. I kind of want... with Ray in charge. I mean, with who's in charge of SmackDown, who knows? They made Lars look like gold. Well, yeah, when they were like getting beat down by Lars, and then when they beat down Lars looked like a baby.
They made Lars look like gold because he beat him up 74 times.
Yeah, numerous times in a row, and we were all tired of it. And now, look at Lars. Lars is out with an injury.
Yes. That's because he was tired of throwing...
He was like, darn, I'm just going to break my legs so I don't have to do this anymore. Oh, that's funny. So, Ricochet comes out and attacks AJ. This is how we get out of this, for the first part, because we have to get the commercial break in there somewhere. And then the club ends up winning. It was, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Decent match. Club should have won a lot earlier. This match didn't need to go as long as it did.
No.
Not like it was a long match, but it didn't need to go as long as it did.
No.
It should have been over pretty lickety split.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have a Seth interview, and Sarah on in interviewing, she totally roasted Seth. She was like, and next...
He's injured.
Yeah, he's out with an injury. Spin-off, NWO and WCW.
Yeah.
Latino World Order. Got it. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool. It could work.
Well, that's what
Eddie
was always wearing.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I think it was ACL.
Something like that.
I think.
Something he had to have surgery on.
Yeah.
And he's like out for 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
So you don't expect him to be
Him and
anywhere.
Nia are training right now.
Naya's like getting a lot further along than, she thought she would be.
They said she was going to start
like jogging or something. And she's like only like 3 or something months in from her surgery. And she was like, well, it's not good. So I think she'll be back a lot sooner than people. Surgery on his promo skills.
Yeah, it might be doing that too. he could use some help with that.
Or just how about not cut promos at all?
Yeah, or just
like
walk
he's
out.
another one of those characters that
walk out, be
doesn't
the bad dude, and don't say
need
anything.
to have promos.
I want to see a new NWO. I think it'd be cool.
So, the Seth interview, Sarah, she's like, next, I have my interview with the former Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Or she said something like, the man who lost his Universal Championship last night, Seth Rollins. She, like, totally roasted him. It was funny. And then Seth, talked about last night and how he lost the championship and how he's not going to stop until he gets Brock Lesnar. And that, if anybody was wondering, Becky is okay. And, she's strong, and whether she chooses to be here tonight, I don't know. But, I don't know if she's going to be here tonight or not. So, if she does, props to her. But I don't know. Well, stop lying to us. You know she's there.
Yeah.
Idiot. You guys probably drove together. Stupid. We're not that dumb. So, does it feel like they're setting up a Reigns heel turn? I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I feel like Reigns needs something, man.
I thought it was going to happen before now.
Yeah.
I seriously thought it was going to happen before now. And I'm surprised it's taken this long to have it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because with, when they had all the issues, like, even back when Dean Ambrose, towards the end of that, like, when he was, when Reigns was getting hit in the head and stuff like that, and they were talking about concussions and all those things, I thought they were going to have him, like, and I think I even mentioned at one of our shows that, wouldn't it be cool if, like, Reigns comes out and he, like, turns heel, and
then Moxley's like,
it's all because he doesn't remember.
Snickers.
He doesn't remember who he is. I said something about, and Dean Ambrose would pull out a Snickers and go, "Here, eat a Snickers. You're not who you are, or whatever."
That was our running joke.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania, Snickers, because they're sponsoring them. Sarah's a cute interviewer, but not like Kayla. Yeah, I like Kayla better. People don't hate him anymore. They missed turning him. Yeah, I mean, like, because of his leukemia story and stuff, everybody's like, "Oh, we love you," but like, I think
they could do it with what they've done.
I think he needs a heel turn, guys, because right now, honestly, I'm not interested in Roman Reigns. I'm not interested in his stuff. I'm just not, and it's probably because of the way they booked him, and the fact that they put him against Shane in every pay-per-view for the last 4 months. Shane or Drew.
The thing is, I think they could do a heel turn with him and do something, like I said, is like he has amnesia or something because of all the shots to the head that he's taken.
James.
So, AEW bores me now.
They've been out for what? A couple months now, and James is
already bored by him. People just don't really care about Roman.
I don't. I really don't. And like I said, I used to be okay with him. I feel like Roman is another one that they use.
It's like anyone else.
I think Roman is another one that they've used way too much of, and that they've kind of tried to shove him down our throats.
Throw a mask on him. That'd be good.
They have, tried to shove him down our throats, and we didn't want that. And I didn't, I'm not, of the 3 Shield members, guys, I like Seth the best. I just do. He's better than the other 2.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I like Seth, and then I like Dean, and then I like Roman. Roman is the last one on the list because Roman's just not super interesting. He's just not. Like, his character is not, like, great. I don't know.
James still cares about Roman.
I just don't, like...
And then he felt bad. Now he is...
Yeah, see, like, that's the thing. Like, the leukemia thing...
It messed everything up. What was he thinking? Yes, why is Shane not on the WWE creative team?
We ask that question about ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, the leukemia thing, it did get him over.
It did.
Because people felt really bad, and they were like, oh, this is horrible. And then he came back, and it was like, triumphant return.
Yeah.
And so everybody got behind him. But now, all that aside, you know, I don't know. His character isn't great.
No.
Don't love him very much.
No.
So then we get the longest match on the card, guys. Alexa, this is for the number 1 contender spot for... Oh, I just said Alexa.
I don't know that.
Shh.
I said Alexa. And Alexa just started working. It always does that. We always forget to turn it off.
Yeah. People want compelling... You have to have the compelling story. You can watch wrestling and have good matches, and I think if there's not a story to go with it, I think it kind of takes a lot away from what's going on.
Yeah. So this match is for number 1 contender spot for Becky's championship for SummerSlam. Okay, cool. So we get Alexa versus Mella versus Naomi versus Natalya. Okay, first problem I had with this when I first saw this was, you gotta be joking me. You're putting Alexa in this match, and Alexa lost to Bayley twice for a championship. How does this make any sense? After last night, where she got destroyed by Bayley, her and Nikki both got destroyed by Bayley, and she is now being put in a spot where she could get a number 1 contender opportunity for the title. I was like...
So who would you put in there?
I don't know, but Alexa, to me, I would have rather had Nikki put in the match than Alexa.
But then that kind of defeats that whole storyline.
I mean, it does, but I would much rather have seen... Because I was like, off the bat, I was like, oh, Alexa's gonna win. Like, I don't see any of the other 3 women.
And guess what?
Well, then
They
Alexa didn't win, which was good.
You were wrong.
But off the bat, I was like, Alexa's going to win, and I don't want to see Alexa versus Becky. Alexa has lost 3 championship matches, or 2 championship matches, and I don't need to see her lose a 3rd.
Okay.
And so I was like, you know, just, I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of Alexa, too.
Rick Flutter lost, 16 championship matches?
I don't care.
But he kept coming back and winning.
Who's more over than Alexa, Bayley, or Nikki? So...
I would, you know what? I would say right now, I would say probably Nikki.
I think Nikki is more over than either of the 2. I mean, she kind of got herself over tonight. Well, she didn't get herself over. She got booed tonight. But
James, that's what Carmella's going to come out next week and say it should have been me.
It should have been me!
Yes.
Because Dolph Ziggler's apparently done with
Yes.
that. So now she's going to take over. Somebody's got to fill the spot. You know?
I would say Nikki... You know what? When she got the mic and started talking, she got a reaction out of the crowd.
She did. Because everybody before just...
R-Truth has lost 10 championships this year.
So, Becky ends up coming out and sitting at ringside.
What is he, 5-time champion now? 6-time champion?
No,
7-time champion?
10-time champion.
It's been that many?
I think so.
The 24/7 championship?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I think he was like a 9-time champion. And now he's a 10-time champ. Is that right?
Didn't he have a U.S. championship or something like that?
He did,
time?
but that wasn't this year.
And he lost that twice.
Oh, no, it was this year.
Yeah, that was this year.
Yep, 10-time 24/7 champion.
So he's a 10-time 24/7 champ. He's lost the U.S. title
like
twice.
Or 3 times. That's like 13 championships.
So he's
right
been
there.
A champion.
Like 13 times.
He's been a champion 14 times then. 15 times. Depending on how many times he lost the U.S. title. All in 1 year.
Good record. Good record for you, Mr. R-Truth. Richard Fleer. Yeah, no. R-Truth is gonna beat the 16-time world championship reign.
He might have that
He's
done by
gonna
the
beat
end
it
of this
before
year.
Charlotte. No, he'll have it before. Yeah.
Yeah,
I give him till Survivor Series. That's in
Yeah.
November.
Might have it done by then.
If they go back and forth between him and Maverick, yeah, I can see it.
Well, I think one of the issues you have, Elijah, is
Okay, so
they haven't built again.
Natalya,
It's the same issue.
Naomi, they haven't been on TV. That's the issue.
That's what I was gonna say. Is you don't put these people on TV. A lot of people don't see them except for on TV, and don't pay attention to anything that's going on outside of what they see on Monday or Tuesday night.
And guys,
And they don't have Twitter and check out what's happening on there and see, check out what's. They don't have social media where they're checking out wrestling.
I hate to be the one to say this, but this is just my opinion. Natalya is not losing it, but she's just not over with the fans like she used to be, and people don't really care anymore. Not like, not trying to be disrespectful, because, Natalya's cool.
Let's see. Because it's Becky.
No, but the thing is here is, I feel like Natalya is getting to the point in her career that it's kind of getting to the point where I think that she's going to have to take over a backstage role or helping at the training center than being a WWE superstar, because she's just not getting over. She just hasn't. It's been proven the last several years. She is. She is one of the best wrestlers that they have, because she's been doing this for so long. Not a doubt in my mind. And she's really good to have to help put talent over. But I feel like I think she's going to have to transition to a more backstage role.
Why?
Because she's just, like I said, she's not getting over with people. I mean, I know they're not using her right now, but before when they were using her, she got over a little bit, but not very much.
The problem is when you don't use them, they don't.
No, I'm not even talking about right now. I'm talking about the last several years that she has been doing this. They don't use her as much because she doesn't get over with the fans. It's like, look at the facts here. She just doesn't.
People appear and act important. They must be to the casual fan. People that watch every week are left scratching their heads. I agree. I think that one of the issues you have is if you don't pay attention, you don't watch, you don't pay attention to any of it that's going on or anything like that. I think that, I think there's kind of people that don't watch on a regular basis
are gonna get lost.
Are not gonna have a clue and understand some of the storylines or some of the characters that are out there.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where WWE has failed. They haven't put out a lot of these wrestlers on, Raw and SmackDown so they can be seen.
James, you're funny.
And hopefully we're going to start to see a change now. And you'll start to see some of these people that aren't
still fighting her mental illness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Natalya winning, I understand why they did this, because it's in Canada.
Yeah.
I believe that's the only reason they did it. Because if SummerSlam wasn't in Canada, then I no.
That's why she's winning the title.
She's not winning the title.
Okay.
She's not.
Okay.
She's not winning the title from Becky.
Right.
I'm sorry, she's not.
You're right. Becky will never be beat.
No, but she's not being beat by Natalya.
She's going to win the title and then retire.
No, she's not. You can't. No, idiot. She's not doing that. She's not.
Why are you calling Shane an idiot? He just said she's retiring, guys.
Not you, Shane. I'm talking to you, fool.
Oh.
She's not going to win the title. I could see her retiring.
I think they should give her the title and then she retires.
Well, then what are they going to do with that?
Then the belt goes up for grabs.
No, that'd be stupid. Just leave it on Becky.
Why would that be stupid?
Because why would you... I don't understand why would you do that. It was on a person who's going to be sticking around, okay?
I like
Who's the current champ, Like, why would you take the... Okay, I also have to talk about this promo, too. But you can talk first. She's not winning, you peasants. See, I just don't see her winning. I understand it's in Canada. It's her home country. But I just... no. She's not winning the championship.
All right.
Sorry, she's not. They're not giving it to her.
Okay.
They're not having her take it off of Becky.
All right.
Nobody
will. Nobody will ever take it off Becky.
Natalya's not taking... She's not... Okay, the issue have here
Nobody's
is...
ever taking it off Becky.
Okay.
Becky's going to be 85 years old and still be champion.
Whatever.
We've decided that.
Whatever.
She was one of the pioneers of the New Revolution. Yes.
That's
why I think they should give her the title, and then she can say, I'm retiring as champion, and then they have a tag or a tournament to determine the champion.
I just don't see that. No.
I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be cool.
I mean, I think it'd be fine if she was going out.
I think you could make the women's division more meaningful.
Shane.
By doing that.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I know someday Becky will lose, okay? I'm not that stupid.
They're killing the women's division, not getting the title off. I agree. I think that they should take it off of her. For
her to win it back.
And then
great.
Whatever. For Natalya to win it, retire, have a tournament.
Becky doesn't need a vacation.
Have a tournament with the women's division to determine the champion.
See, James agrees with me. No, they should not.
And I think it would make the women's division more relevant. Because right now the women's division...
Because you have a tournament for the championship?
No, because you're going to put it out on TV and you're going to show it all. You're going to show these women that are competing to get the title.
Don't believe me. He's a formidable number one contender. Maybe
Vacation Chaos.
They don't have anybody. I'm sorry. They just don't because they haven't built anybody up.
You're right. So what better way to do it than to put it in and have a tournament?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I do very much so. I don't know. I just don't.
Bring in Tessa Blanchard.
I just don't see
I think she would help, but I think if you're going to try and build over the whole, the women's division, okay, you have to get more women out there. You have to get them so everybody can... The women's division is relevant because of Becky. Becky's the only one. Charlotte Flair's not around right now. The only one that's relevant is Becky. That's it.
What about Bayley?
Because they have not done it. Bayley's not relevant.
Okay, whatever.
She has a title.
Whatever.
Because they have to have a title. She's not relevant. And so I think that the best way to kind of get them over is to... Ronda's why.
Ronda is 100% why it got so many eyes. 100%. And that's messed up. That's totally messed up.
Well, I agree. Ronda is...
The issue I have here with this... Stop. I'm going on a rant, guys. I'm going on a rant.
Maven's rant. I'm going to create a little thing right here, button, and it says Maven's rant.
Yes, you need to go watch that. Everybody in the chat needs to go watch that. That was an amazing match.
Okay.
If you've never seen that, go watch that. And you want to see good women's wrestling, that was a good match.
Okay, what does that have to do with now?
Okay, I don't know. Talk to Shane. He's the one who brought it up in the chat. That's not my fault. I don't know. But the issue I have here is the fact the women's division...
Maybe you just can't argue with people.
No, I can't argue with people because it always turns into a rant. Sorry. No, the issue I have here, the women's division, the focus, okay, so we had the Women's Revolution, right? Women's Revolution. They brought Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha up. It started with them. Mm-hmm. I mean, it started a long time ago with the rest of the women's division. But the revolution didn't begin until that. When they brought those three women up.
Okay.
Women's division blew up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then after that, Charlotte was champ for a real long time. Nikki had her reign as the longest reigning Divas champion. Then they switched it to the women's title. Charlotte won that. Then they had, I don't know. But the women's division was at a high. Right there. then it kind of fizzled down to a little... Yeah, and Paige. Paige was part of the women's evolution, too.
Yes.
What the heck was that? Oh, low power mode. My phone's dying. Then it kind of fizzled down. And then they brought it back up when they brought... They did the brand split and stuff. And, Becky was first pick for SmackDown, and she was the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion, and then they had, the first ever Raw Women's Champion, and that was a huge deal, and they had that, and then it kind of fizzled down again, and then it got higher, guys, because Ronda showed up. What is that? Why does our women's division start to get huge? You bring one person in, and we talk all about the women's division. It's the talk of the town. They're main eventing. They're doing this. They're doing that. Becky broke her face. They were supposed to have a match. Never happened. People still want to see Ronda versus Becky in a singles match. And then Ronda leaves. The women's division falls off the face of the earth. I have a problem with that. I don't understand why we put it all on Ronda to make the division what it was. Ronda is, she can draw people's eyes in to watch it because she's Ronda Rousey. But the whole women's division freaking fell apart when she left. Why is that? Why?
Here's where the WWE went wrong with Ronda Rousey. They
put the title on her way too soon. Jeez.
What they should have done...
That was one thing.
Well, whatever. They should have been building some of these other women around her.
But they didn't. They were focusing on Ronda.
They did focus on Ronda.
That was the issue.
But they should have focused on Ronda.
They should have focused on Ronda, but she shouldn't have been the only one focused and the only draw to the women's division.
Okay, but she was going to draw.
But then she was, and then she left. And then the women's division fell off the face of the planet.
She was going to...
They put all their eggs in one basket. Shouldn't have done that.
Well, that's where they went wrong. And that's what I'm saying which is why right now, the best time to do it. Right now, best time to take the belt off Becky. Give it to Natalya. She retires. And then you start to have a tournament to determine your champion. Yes, definitely. Focusing on Becky and Charlotte so much. I agree. There was so much focus on that. And then it turned into Becky and Lacey recently.
Hated that.
There hasn't been a lot of...
No, because Lacey's apparently the only credible challenger we have. That's a lie.
Why is Lena Vega not wrestling?
Good question.
Who knows? I don't know. But they could, I think they could do a lot.
Yeah, Asuka Kairi Sane. They're probably going to have a match at SummerSlam against the Iconics, I would assume. And I would not be shocked if that turns into like a fatal 4-way women's tag team match with Mandy and Sonya.
It might.
Or something.
But they can build this. I mean, this division can be built back up. It's just they have to draw eyes in, make it interesting, and make people get them out there. Let people see them. That's the big thing. Anyway, I thought I had not been real impressed with like a lot of Natalya's like promos and stuff, and I thought that she was too scripted. And tonight I thought that what she did was pretty awesome.
I thought tonight's promo was good. Yeah.
Becky should have trained with Holly. Yeah. When WWE stardom, it will all make sense.
I did like the promo. I thought it was pretty good. Natalya had some fire behind her. That's why they're keeping Sasha. Well, they need to bring Sasha back.
Well, there's so many things they can do here. They just have to like.
With the fact that Becky's facing Natalya, I'm almost certain that they're probably going to bring, if they don't do Charlotte for Bayley, thoroughly expecting it to be Sasha.
Yeah.
Because that just makes the most sense.
I would put Sasha and Bayley together go for the tag titles just to
Well,
build
you
it.
can't do
If
that
they're gonna
right
have a
now.
tag, if they're gonna have a tag division,
Bianca Belair would be fun. I
Yeah.
thought they were gonna bring Shayna up to fight for the title at SummerSlam against Becky, but they weren't.
no.
Because I thought that'd be like a good big match, but they're not.
Yeah. So now that we've spent the last 15 minutes talking about the women's division,
Sorry. Anyway, like the promo and stuff, I wasn't done talking.
oh sorry.
The promo, the promo I thought from Natalya was really good. I thought it was a really good promo. She had a lot of fire behind her. Yeah, good question. Why hasn't Shayna been called up yet? I don't know. Why is she still NXT Women's Champion? I don't know. Because she, it's kind of getting boring, so she needs to, drop it. And so
It's important, bro.
it's important, bro. So, Nikki in the middle of the match, she gets the crowd to try and chant for Alexa, but they just yell, "You suck," because before that they were yelling, "This is awful."
I don't know.
I can't
I don't
blame
know.
them.
Here's the thing.
But I also
don't know.
don't think it was super awful. Like, it wasn't a bad match.
Well, I don't
it was
understand
just
why they're yelling
taking
this
forever.
is awful. I didn't think it was that bad of a match.
I didn't think it was that bad of a match, but I felt like it did drag on like really long.
And I wonder if it wasn't like because of the way the crowd was reacting that she didn't just go over and grab the mic and start talking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fans definitely suck because I thought the whole thing here was good.
Yeah.
Nobody.
See the dude Shayna. So the promo, Natalya and Becky, good promo. I stood there and I watched it, and they did like the face-to-face stare-down thing, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, there were several.
The face-to-face-
Nikki's deal was good. Natalya, I thought.
Yeah, she had a lot of
her
fire
deal
behind
was
her. I
good.
thought it was really good. But the thing, I stood there, I was comparing it to the Ronda and Becky face-to-face promo. I was like, for Becky, that face-to-face promo with Ronda was 100% better than this. But, I thought it was a good promo for Natalya. Because she doesn't cut many super great promos. So
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
So then we have the Miz
Miz
TV
TV.
with Dolph.
I was kind of wondering what they were going to do with this. Because I was like, what? So Miz was like, well, you know what? Here's my guest. He asked to be on this show tonight. And so, let's come on, Dolph. Get out here. And Dolph says he wanted to come to Raw to see if the rumors about Miz were true. Miz is like, what rumors? And he's like, well, that now you are a company butt kisser and you have become everything you didn't want to become. And then he makes some like snarky, all you're happy about is the riches and the famousness and all the money and this and the other thing. And so is your wife. And then Miz snaps and just attacked him.
James, you don't suck. We're cool with you. Except for all you would cheer for is Becky. You would have Brock and Seth out there and you'd be going, Becky, Becky. Lucha House Party be out there and you'd be yelling for Becky. I thought they were going to try and form a tag team at first. No one wants to see these two fight.
Two fights who?
Re-yelling, this is awful.
Or see them on TV at all, really? Who?
Are you talking about Miz?
Are we talking
He's
about Miz and Dolph?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hoping. He like trashed on Cleveland or something like that, Dolph. And people were like, bro, hate to tell you this, but you're also from Cleveland.
Yeah.
And so you say that you reside in Hollywood, Florida, but you're actually from Cleveland. So
Yeah.
when you're trashing on everybody, it's like, bro, you're exactly the same. You're doing the exact same thing. So shut up. But he makes some comment about his wife, and then he just freaks out. And they're probably going to have a match at SummerSlam.
Probably.
And it'll be Kevin versus Shane. And
Yeah.
Miz versus Dolph.
I'm cool with the Miz being on. I'm not so cool with Dolph.
I don't know.
But
At least they're using him in a different way,
Well,
and they're
that's
not
what I
doing
was
him
gonna
with the "It should have been me" promos.
The one thing I will say is they use more wrestlers tonight than they have in the past.
They really have.
I mean, obviously with the 10-man battle royal, you're gonna have more out there, but I think it just makes it more Yeah. Makes it more.
Then yes.
Yes, I did,
You
Shane.
suck.
Then you. Yes, you suck.
Boy, our chat is awesome.
James, I try to defend you, and then you talk about it being awful. Good job.
Oh, Miz and Dolph maybe a tag team, otherwise just go away. I thought they could be a tag team too. It would kind of be interesting. But I think, I don't know, I'll be fine. Becky. It's all about Becky.
I told you. Lucha House Party's out there, and he's yelling for Becky.
Becky.
Yeah.
Becky. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I think that...
I'm okay with Miz and Dolph having a match. I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem.
Miz. I mean...
I do too. I don't have a problem with it.
And Dolph, when he's not doing his whiny...
It should have been me!
Yeah. I'm okay with him. So then we have Drake Maverick and his wife in the hotel room.
This segment was funny.
Did anybody notice that Drake Maverick all of a sudden had underwear on?
I thought that was funny.
He had this cloth, like little cloth covering his butt.
And then he had underwear.
And all of a sudden they go to the and he has underwear on.
It was so funny. I was like, what the heck?
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was like,
I was sitting there and I was watching this and I was like,
Truth, don't mess with him. He's got magical powers.
it was really funny. Oh.
Well, I think it was a loincloth at first, but then I think it became underwear. If you watch, it looked like, they just had, like, his butt crack covered.
It was funny.
And then all of a sudden he's got, like, full underwear on. I was like, what?
He got down on the floor beside the bed. Maybe he, like, quickly was like...
I don't know what he did.
And he put it on, and then... I don't know, man. Title is twice as over as Miz and Dolph combined.
The 24/7 title is over more than a lot of the wrestlers.
I think it's more over than the Universal Championship.
Yeah, I would agree, because, yeah.
Brock.
So anyway, this whole segment I thought was pretty funny.
And then R-Truth ends up coming in on the room service thing.
Yeah.
He's, like, underneath it.
Yeah.
And the dude who's pushing it is a referee, and he's like, wait, I know you. You're the referee.
Yeah.
And he, like, took his coat off. Oh, it was so funny.
And the ref's face, I love his face. It's like...
It was so funny. This was a really good segment. This is hilarious. So then Drake Maverick loses his championship belt to...
I hope he grabbed the title for leverage.
He lost to Truth again.
And I love when they cut back to Renee and Corey and Cole and
So
Corey
handsy.
Graves goes, he rolled up the small package or something like that, and Renee Young was just trying to keep from, like, dying.
She was dying. Like, it was obvious. She was just, like, dying laughing, and then they both started laughing, and then they were like, all right, on to the 10-man battle royal. It was so funny. This is probably the best
Maverick
a shot at Brandy and Cody.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
I could, yeah. Totally.
Say goodbye to the Universal title. Where's it going, James?
To Maverick.
What?
To Maverick.
The Universal title's going to Maverick?
Yeah, should.
Oh.
It'd probably make that great, too.
Yeah, probably.
So, this is probably the best 24/7 segment.
I don't know, though. There's a lot of them have been good.
The wedding one was pretty good.
This was really good.
Like the wedding one where he, like, before his wedding, when he pinned him.
Yeah.
And he was Carmella.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I mean, I can't even remember. The elevator one was pretty good. But this probably ranks in, like, the top 5.
Yeah,
five segments.
It
was really funny. So then we have the 10-man battle royal.
Big E, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Baron Corbin, Roman Reigns, Cesaro, Randy Orton, Braun Strowman.
And
right
Brock
away,
is at ringside.
the thing I don't get is right away you could, like, almost eliminate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
Who would that be?
I think Sami Zayn, Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Baron Corbin, Cesaro, And I think even Randy Orton you could eliminate.
I agree. I think Corey said that.
I do
on his
too.
own.
I think he said it on his own, which is funny. I thought it was
hilarious. They were like, "What did we just watch?"
Roman cuss Seth the title against Brock. That'd be interesting.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Where's KO in that top 10?
I think Corey
He's
said
banned from the building.
Yep, it was great.
It's
Where's
Shane's
KO?
fault.
He'll be on tomorrow.
He will. So I was kind of really rooting for Big E in this match. I was like, I really want to see E win. I really want to see E versus Brock for the Universal Championship. I think that would be... Thanks, James. I try. I try. Now that was not very fire, but it's okay. But I really was rooting for Big E, and then he was like one of the first two to be eliminated, and I was a little bit upset. I was like,
yeah, you quit watching.
That hurt. No, I didn't
You
quit
hit
watching.
your head, grabbed your pillow, and
He needs to
cried.
drop the New Day first. I don't know. I think Big E should be given a singles run. I really think. Yeah, I did see that. WWE released a clip of him talking about winning.
Yeah.
Like it was after the fact, and then deleted it.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I saw the
We saw
description,
that.
and I was like, did they just ruin who wins the match?
Yeah, because you brought
Because if Big E wins, I'm going to be so okay with that.
you brought it to me before and showed me before the match.
Sorry. Baby brother. He's over there. He's hanging out. What are you doing? He's hanging out. He's going to come say hi. You going to say hi? He's going to lift him over the table. Anyways, guys. So. Hey, bud. He's like, bright lights. Oh, they're killing me. What's up, dude? You just woke up from a, sleepy
Say
nap.
hi. Tell everybody hi.
Say hi, guys. I'm not a Shane fan. He's a Shane fan, though. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
This is my baby brother.
This is the Shane fan.
Yeah. He's
Right?
Keisha them best in the world.
Best in the world.
Shane McMahon. Money, 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 money. That's what he does. It's really funny.
Too many other things interesting here, huh?
He's like a table. There are lights everywhere.
A mouse.
Everyone is a Shane fan. X4, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, no, so Big E is the one I was rooting for in this match. I figured it was probably going to either be Seth or Roman that won. Or Braun.
The problem with Randy winning would be, I think he'd be like Brock and never show up. Be there once every 6 months.
At the end of the match, I was like, I totally thought they were going to have Randy win, and then they didn't, which I was like, yes, thank you. I don't really want to see Randy as champion.
No, me neither.
I feel like his time is come and gone. I don't need to see him as champ again.
Yeah.
Are
Can
you
you
laughing?
tell everybody hi? Can you say hi?
Say hello.
Say hello. Are you gonna wave to him? Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, I think Randy versus Brock would be a good match. Again, I think it's two guys. Both of them aren't going to show up very often, so I think
Boom.
that's where you're going to be hurt, is just those guys not showing up much.
The Summer Jeez, I can't. Summer Scam. That's what we need to call it. That's
Yeah,
what
Summer
Scott called
Scam.
it.
You always call it Summer Scam.
I don't. That's what Scott called it.
Yeah,
and
then
then I've
now
kind
you-
of called
you
it
caught
that
on-
ever since.
I was going to say, you caught on to it.
The Summer
It's
Scam
contagious.
card is meh. So far, it's soft. Yeah. It's not great. I mean, we only have 2 matches, though.
Well, and if they build it, I think we'll see what happens over the next couple weeks as they build it.
Yeah. A third
They
co-host.
could make it in a-
Awesome.
Yeah. This one doesn't talk much.
No.
So,
Doesn't
Right?
take very much.
do you talk much? Huh? Especially when there's too many other interesting things around for him to look at.
Yeah, that's the iPad. Can't have that.
Right?
You can't have that.
Crowd was cheering for
Fool.
Randy. Yeah, they were. Definitely cheering for Randy. All right, I'm going to give you back to
Now
Mom,
hair's in
okay?
your face.
Want to go back to Mom?
Mommy?
Yeah, mommy.
I'll go. You're gonna go? You're gonna go? You're funny.
Yeah, I think having Randy would have hurt. Winning would have hurt everything, just because, like I said, they're going to. Neither one of them show up enough on Raw
to
make a difference.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, and Randy Orton is on SmackDown, so.
Yeah.
Brock winning the title leads to Riddle versus Brock. Glad Cedric's on now on TV More. Export. What did you think of the Bray Wyatt return? I gotta know. I just gotta know. I thought it was
Brock winning the title leads to Riddle versus Brock.
Yeah, dude.
That would be awesome.
I literally just read that. Were you not listening?
I was grabbing the headphones and trying to pay attention to your brother as he was walking out talking.
He wasn't walking out.
Well, his mom was walking him out.
Yeah, he was carried out.
James, no.
If we don't get Cedric versus Ricochet,
we don't love
then
New
they
York
fail us. I
think Cedric versus Ricochet would be a good match.
I think it would too. It'd be fun.
Be interesting. Setting up Ricochet for you.
Probably.
Or
Probably
are they
Ricochet
setting
versus
up
AJ.
Ricochet joining the club?
Maybe Ricochet versus AJ at SummerSlam, and then he's like, you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah.
They do that instead. Could see that happening.
That would be interesting.
Could be interesting.
Little twist. We'll have to see what they do over the next couple weeks. I think that this was a good start. If Heyman had full control over this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gallows and Anderson turn on AJ. I would love that. And then they join Ricochet. That's what they should do after that.
Or AJ and Ricochet go after Gallows and Anderson.
Ooh, that could be fun too. Then AJ's like, man, they turned their backs on me. Those fools.
I think right now turning Ricochet would be bad.
I do too.
Bray
Bray looks terrifying and I love it. I've seen the video 3 times of him returning. I've gotten chills every time. And when we were sitting here talking about him, I got chills. I was like, bro, that's how good it was. Like, it was like, whoo!
Yes, definitely good.
Like, it just gave me chills
Very
up
good.
and down. I was like, and like, Demon versus The Fiend. Oh, it's gotta be good.
Heyman demand WWE Ospreay's contract in New Japan and put him on Raw immediately. That'd be cool.
Then bring up Adam Cole, baby. Turn the club, not Ricochet.
Yeah. I don't
Bray
think
is
you can
Joker
turn Ricochet.
from Batman.
Bray's
Yeah?
That's
I
yeah.
mean, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
Like I said, the contacts just add to it
Yeah.
completely. And,
Yeah.
like, it makes it so much better.
Definitely.
So much better. So, tomorrow, SmackDown. We know that we're supposed to get Shane and Kevin. Now, what else? Probably something from Kofi. I'm hoping we get something from the Iconics and Asuka and Kyrie. And
I think you
Bayley.
almost have to. If they're going to do something similar to what they did tonight, where we got a lot of people on, they kept things moving quick. I think you almost have to see a lot of those, a lot of Ollie versus Bray will be interesting. Yeah, it could be.
I've never thought of that. Could be fun.
Yeah. I think we've pretty
Next
much...
week is the reunion show.
Yes, the reunion show's next week.
So, don't know what to look forward to on there.
No.
Who's Bray Wyatt gonna attack next?
I think he should just,
Finn.
over the next couple weeks, just attack a bunch of different people.
Ultimately, I think he's gonna just fight Finn. So I think his main target's
that's
gonna be Finn.
Fine, but I think he should just attack several
I think
people
he should
over the next
attack a
couple
legend
weeks.
next week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, just somebody that's, I don't know who. Hogan, Hunter, Austin.
Yeah.
Somebody that you wouldn't think would get attacked.
Yeah.
Like Austin would
Someone
be
needs to go
Someone
missing.
needs to go missing.
Well, we didn't say that he had to kidnap them.
That could be fun too, though.
Come on, Shane. What are you talking about?
Just
disappear.
Like, they're in the ring and then they're gone.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I I'm feeling they probably have something big planned for the reunion show because they're doing a reunion show. So you'd think they'd have something big planned.
Something's gonna happen because they're making a big deal out of it.
But I don't know what. It was like the Ric Flair birthday celebration. You know, we had Batista show up out of nowhere and beat the crap out of Ric Flair.
Well, I think his reason could be, hey, I'm back, and none of you are safe.
Yeah.
Which I think possibly attacking, one of the legends next week.
It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, whatever.
Yes, we heard Finn was taking some time off too.
Which our theory on that is he fights the Fiend at SummerSlam as the Demon, and when the Demon loses, he just disappears
Club
for
jumps
a long
the click.
time.
That'd be interesting too.
I would love that. Diesel and
Shane, why aren't you a writer for WWE yet?
Yep, no, Paige didn't really set up the match. She just said that you won't know when, you won't know where, you won't know how, but we're going to have our match when we want it.
Yeah.
And so then she slapped Billy Kay.
Yeah.
So.
Who says I'm not?
I don't know. We'll see.
His character was always a reason, like, tweet.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll look it up. We'll look up his tweets because... Let me find Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. Okay, his new bio is "Revenge is a confession." Then he has a couple of tweets here from 2 hours ago and 1 hour ago. 2 hours ago he said, "Worth the hurt, worth the healing." And then there's the link to a video where somebody's reacting to him being there. And then he said, in another tweet, he said, "I'll forgive you when it's done, brother. The sickness is gone. We owe them. And yowie wowie, it's going to be a spectacle."
Interesting. I have a feeling Lacey vs. Bayley is happening. It might. It might happen.
Guys, I'm just done with Lacey.
You just got angry through your phone.
No, I'm just done with Lacey. I think Lacey just needs to go.
Yes, I was going to say I think that's a reference to Finn.
Lacey should go back to developmental for just, while she's off TV, she's not in a big storyline. Just have her go back to developmental for just a couple months. Nobody will forget her. Nobody. But just, how can we forget her? She's had a rivalry with Becky for the last several months. But just put her back in developmental for a couple months. Till a couple months. I don't know how long. And then you can bring her back up. And maybe she'll be better in the ring. And we'll see no difference.
Her moves are fine, her nerves are not.
Becky's forehead says
I agree.
otherwise.
I think she just needs more exposure, more time in the ring. In front of like crowds and knowing she's going to be on TV.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like, I've been saying this for months at this point. Like, she's going to...
NXT Lacey is less than Raw Lacey.
She's going to hurt somebody. And then, like, last night she kind of did. She, like, didn't put the chair down properly. Like, I've never seen anybody throw a chair in the air. And it, like, flew in the air.
I was, like, confused there, Shane.
Flew in the air and bounced off of Becky's forehead. Like, that could have led to a concussion. Like, you can't be... not reckless, but you just have to be aware of what you're doing.
The problem with Lacey is, how long was she just walking out to the ring?
Forever. And the problem I have with this is that they should have been using her. They shouldn't have brought her up.
Natty might beat Becky. I know, I suck. Like, I'm from New York.
What they should have done, they should have had her wrestling at NXT or wrestling at the Performance Center or something while she was doing her stupid walking up and down the ramp. They should have had her working NXT instead of doing that because she lost a couple months there where she could have been, working on, matches in front of people, and she doesn't. So they should have.
I don't blame the crowd for hating on the women's Fatal 4-Way. I thought the women's Fatal 4-Way is good.
I thought it was just really long.
Built her up instead of that.
They should have.
built her up instead
It's
of that.
WWE's
Yeah, I
fault,
agree.
the position that
100%
she's
agree.
put in. I say this all the time. Like, I don't like her, but I defend her because it's totally WWE's fault. It's totally Vince's fault for seeing that, you know, there's something there, but she's not quite ready, and she needs more work. I'm not a Lacey fan, James. Stop. And so, you know, I just think there are several things she needs to improve on. Her promos are pretty good. Like, I'll give her that. But her in-ring abilities aren't so much.
Again, like I said, you put her in front of a big crowd and
I know.
on TV and things like that, and don't let her work, and then you put her in the main spotlight.
Exactly. People are going to notice that she's not as good as everybody else.
Well, it's not about being as good as. I mean, some of it could be like, you know, okay, now I'm nervous.
Yeah,
because
I mean,
now
I
I'm in
know.
the spotlight here.
I know, that's what Shane said. I get that. Everybody has nerves, I understand that. But, like, you know, it's just like things like last night where she did the chair spot. She's like every other person that I've ever seen use a chair. I've never seen anybody get a chair bounced off their head. Never have. Because they've worked on it enough to where they don't throw the chair in the air.
If I see Murphy tomorrow, I'll give SD Live 10 out of 10 already.
I know, I have watched her in NXT. I know. I have.
They were trying to get Lacey in because Ronda was gone. I agree. They were trying to get her in because Ronda was gone. Again, she's Charlotte 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the biggest issue is watch Bam Bam versus Taz.
Got it.
I think they need to build up the women's division and need to show more of the women, put more out there, have more women's matches. And I think that you know, the women's division could be just fine without Ronda Rousey.
I agree.
You just have to get them out there. With that, we will be back tomorrow night to cover SmackDown.
I'm hoping it's another really good show.
We'll be on about 9:30-ish.
Possibly 10 o'clock. Depends on how long it takes us to get up.
Depends on how quick we get things around. And as you see, the little one, he kind of makes things. He was laying on me, fell asleep watching the show, watching wrestling. So we got down here a little later than normal. And
well, we got up by 10:30, which isn't really that late because the show ended at 10.
So with that, yes, Taz was great. After crowd reaction, we'll go back to 2-minute matches for the women's. Taz as well. Well, that's just it. I don't understand what people want. I mean, they tell you they want women out here more, and then they...
No, but
then
the
you
thing
get a match. You get a fatal
so the
4-way,
issue
okay?
I have...
A fatal 4-way should last a while.
It
shouldn't
should.
be like a 30-second match
No,
and then it's
it
over.
shouldn't. And I'm glad the women had a longer match. I felt like the fans were kind of losing interest, not only because of the people that they put in the match, but because of it was kind of a long match. Like, it just was.
Yeah.
So
With that,
it's New York,
it's New York, bro. We are out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow night after
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Peace out.